Can't. Back on TV today, WFXV, Fox 33, and in high definition, which I'm not sure is such a good thing. But it is what it is. So 2 stories I found pretty interesting. Flight to Syracuse, did you see this, was delayed. It was on its way to Canada. There was a professor out of Philadelphia, I think, and he was going to be speaking at a university in Canada. And he's a math professor. And here's how it went down. His name is, I don't want to say Guido, but it's Guido. Christine, how would you pronounce that?
Guido.
Okay. Guido Menzio is a 40-year-old professor of economics at the University of Pennsylvania. He told the Post, New York Post, that he was doing work related to a talk that he was going to be giving at Queen's University in Ontario. The Syracuse airport was the connecting stop on the way to Canada, and the passenger next to him apparently became suspicious of the unusual notes that he was writing down on his pad. He was scratching off these notes, and the woman was sitting next to him, and she was watching, and she became suspicious that maybe he was a terrorist.
Oh, no.
A terrorist. So she faked being sick, said that she needed to get off the flight. She was sick, and as soon as she landed, she ran to authorities and said that what she saw, and that they pulled the professor, off the flight. Well, I think they had come off anyway because it was connecting, and they interrogated him, and it went on over, and he tried to explain that this is math. It's not even, this isn't like even in another language. It's math. And she was looking at his scratching, may not have been, up to her level of writing abilities, and they pulled him off. So his complaint was, and he is maybe an Italian-born, he might be Italian-born, but teaches in the United States. He told the Associated Press that he was treated respectfully throughout, but was troubled by a security protocol that is so rigid in the sense that once the whistle is blown, everything stops without checks and relies on the input of people who may be completely clueless.
Interesting. It didn't say what his notes were, like what the buzzword was that triggered?
There was no buzzword. There was no word. She couldn't understand it.
Oh, she just
couldn't
understand it.
They were equations. They were math equations. So, but even if he was writing something in Arabic, let's say, and by the way, the guy's not, I think he's Italian. But even if he was writing something in Arabic, worthy of stopping a plane?
Well, if he turned out to be a terrorist, then we would be applauding her efforts.
You're considering this.
If
he's writing in Arabic, many people around the world that write in Arabic. If he's writing in Arabic, is that any reason? There was no other reason. She thought he was writing something suspicious.
No,
and I understand we have to. It's better to be safe than sorry.
That's what my pause was.
But at the same time, he's not passing notes to other people who look like he does. He's not. He's just writing. At what point? I think authorities, because they had no choice to investigate. But it did delay things.
It just, the phrase, if you see something, say something, popped into my mind. I guess I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't seem like there was anything there that would trigger any alarm, but...
paranoia.
Yeah, maybe.
Would trigger the alarm, I'm afraid. In Pennsylvania, here's a story. And a Pennsylvania high school student said Saturday she was tossed out of her prom. She is lesbian. Do you know why she was tossed out of her prom? Anybody?
Because she's a lesbian?
She was tossed out of her prom because she wore a suit. The week before, or maybe it was a month before, the school officials said, all girls must wear a dress, all boys must wear a suit. Now, I got to tell you, I'm totally with the girl on this one, because there are some females that do not belong in a dress. Oh. No matter what. Like, for instance, I'd like you to just close your eyes for a moment and picture Ellen in a nice, fluffy, frilly dress. Ellen DeGeneres. I don't think it would work.
I think she could pull it off.
Rosie O'Donnell in a real nice, although I guess we might have seen it in the movies.
The first thought that came to my mind on the dresses was a lot of these dresses for proms are very revealing. They're like not appropriate. They're not appropriate.
Oh, but that's okay.
No,
Probably not.
I would like them all to wear burlap sacks to cover everything.
But if the girl wears, you see it all the time. If a girl, what is the big deal that this girl wears a suit?
They were probably more worried that boys would wear a dress. Like maybe there was something going on, so they, put this into effect, not realizing that a girl would wear a suit.
Can't we have whatever happened to having common sense by the situation?
Right.
As opposed to one blank rule that applies to everybody but doesn't.
Right.
I mean, if the girl doesn't, and her parents say she never wears a dress, she feels uncomfortable in a dress. And, prom would really elevate that because some of these gowns are, like you say, they're right out there.
This is ridiculous.
The school said in a statement that the dress code was sent to parents 3 months ago, specifying girls must wear formal dresses, and those who didn't follow the rules would not be admitted. A reminder was sent to parents on May 6th. The mother said, I never thought that I got the notice, but I never thought it would apply to my daughter. I just didn't see it that way. Because they know her, and they know that she would never wear a dress. And I just didn't see it applying to her. And, well, it did. Bishop McDevitt is the name of the school, will continue to practice acceptance and love for all of our students. They're tremendous young men and women, the school said. We simply ask that they follow the rules that we put into place. Okay. And, William, you want to pipe in on that one?
Hey, Bill, I was just thinking. Did you really say that, like, some women shouldn't wear a dress in public?
I said there are some women that never wear a dress, and they shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I did say that, and they shouldn't.
But, Bill, you wear shorts, right?
I do wear shorts.
And maybe you shouldn't, because we've seen better legs on a piano.
Okay. All right. You're probably right. You're probably right. I'll take it.
No,
I get it.
On a serious note, she should just follow the rules of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know, got a special place to sit or something. Whatever.
I've I got to tell you.
Yes, segregate the kids. That's better.
Yeah.
They're segregating themselves.
Let's just go back to the 1920s.
They're already doing that.
Don't we all know the person? Doesn't everybody have somebody in their family who's like, I'm never going to wear a tuxedo. Yeah, you're not putting me in a suit. I'm not going to wear a suit. I'm not going to take my hat off. I'm not. Right. We all have somebody like that in the family. So do you kick them out of the funeral? Do you kick them out of the wedding when they come and they're dressed in jeans and a leather jacket and a John Deere hat? I mean, you don't make them leave. It's like, hey, sorry, we wanted everybody in a suit for this one.
Oh, they should have made her leave. Maybe just said, hey, you didn't follow the rules, so you get a detention.
Okay, I'm not with you on this one, William. Except William, my legs. I'm with you on that. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Listen, it's hard for me to find shorts that aren't long pants. Think about that for a second.
I'm not going there. I'm not that tall myself, so I'm not going there.
All right, William, thanks. 6:49, here's Christine with an update.